Hey, what's up, everybody? Today is February 6th, 2019. And yeah, let's go over some pairs. You know, I haven't done a video in a few days just because I've been so busy trading, really. And it's like 10:18 right now. But I wanted to get a little analysis for the people in my group and go over particularly GBP and a couple other trades that we're in right now. And yeah, if this is the first time you've seen me, any of my videos, or maybe saw us on YouTube or Instagram, just want to say what's up. Thanks for watching. I have a great VIP group that I've laid out my trading strategies. 70 videos. I'm in the process of redoing the training. It's going to be awesome. It's taking longer than I'd like because I am trading all day, and it takes up a lot of time and energy for sure. And but it's getting done. It's going to be super badass, and I'm really excited. Beginner, intermediate, advanced. Going to be an update on, I've just become a better trader myself over the past year and a half, and some new techniques. And so all the people that have been in my group, are hopefully stoked too, because it's just going to be adding on to where I was at, where I am now, and where I'm going, right? I'm always trying to become a better trader. Sorry if the lighting's weird. I just moved into this house, getting situated. And it's kind of like there's a halo above me, but click the links below if you're interested. I also send signals. The signals are meant to be trade setups that go in conjunction with my training, any training. Just like a lot of people are joining my group and just getting signals and expecting to get rich overnight. And I hate to break it to you, but nothing in this world works that way. Like, there's no such thing as get rich overnight except maybe the lottery, and trading is not winning the lottery. It is, you can make a lot of money doing it. I couldn't do anything else after I learned how to do this, but it's managing risk and growing an account over time consistently. And the way you do that is by working on your own self and your own skills and your mindset, getting your psychology right, and immersing yourself in the market, right? Because it's a whole different language. So I don't want this to be a psychology video. Maybe I should do one next or something like that. I'll have another one coming out soon then. Okay. But I'll make sure to do that. Let's get into some technical analysis. But what I was about to say, man, is you could become a genius at technical analysis, and a lot of people are, and but they're not traders, right? There's a difference, and then that's why they're market analysts, because there's a difference between just analyzing a market and being a technician, and then applying that to your own psychology about how to manage trades and the money in the marketplace, as it's just getting whipped around and thrown around. And there's some big sharks out there for sure. So we need each other big time to navigate this market. So if any of that made sense, I appreciate it. And I just turned into a rant, but we have a badass group of traders, and a lot of them have been with me for a year now, and I've watched them progress, and it's just a super good vibe. And I'm not just saying that because it's my group. Like, the vibe is legit. Everybody wants to help each other. Good days, bad days, it's about trading alone is hard, man. So I was just looking at it. Trading alone is hard. It's lonely, and it's not the same when you can get a community of people that can share analysis with, and it makes it so much more enjoyable, and just makes the chances of success that much higher. So that being said, let's look at some charts. I appreciate everybody out there And this is pound CAD, and this is one of my favorite setups, one of my favorite structures. And I just want to go ahead and teach you all, give you some free material about inverted head and shoulder patterns, right? So if you can spot, if you can learn to spot this, when that right there is about to happen, I'm looking over my iPads over here, then you know that something like this might be happening. All right. This is a pretty good example. This is on a, so there is maybe oil. Oil just had one recently. Now you can see it, we have a downtrend line. There we go. This, oh man, we've just, I cashed in on this, cashing in. And so we can see we have a downtrend line. We see it where it's hitting this trend line, breaking down, and then all of a sudden we have some divergence down here, signaling there's going to be a reversal, and then this breaks higher, right? And I have a bunch of stuff going on right here because I've been following this super closely, and but we see we have an inverted head and shoulders, head, shoulder, shoulder. And let's go back to pound CAD. And it's an hourly chart, so it's not going to be quite as big or quite as pronounced because it's going to be a little bit smaller because we're looking at a smaller time frame. But nonetheless, the signs are still here. Have a small, very small amount of divergence there, but we can clearly see that we have our touch here, we have our touch, then we have our break, and then we have our retest, right? And we're in some trades right here. We've already hit our first take profit point. We're gonna buy, and we're making our way to the 40 pip mark. And you know, for all the people that are watching this, go ahead and move the stop loss here to your break-even point. Ride this out, and I think 40 pip target and even higher is going to be very, very likely. And this 38.2 would be a great. Yeah, I mean that'd be about 80 pips. So I would love that, love it, love it, love it. And so yeah, this is a great setup, and this is one of my favorite ones because if you can learn to identify this when it's happening, you know, you can really catch maybe a super good run or just a good breakout trade, right? So we caught this a little higher. I would have loved to have had an entry down here, but we got in right around this point, and then we just kind of had, well, the pound went super weak there for a bit because GU just dragged it down. But you know, we're starting to take off again. So this is good. Let's take a look at pound yen. Here we are. And this went out to my free group as well. And so here we are. Let me get off the hourly. And we're coming into an intersection of some trends, right? This I can go, I'll probably go ahead and erase, but we had a clear trend line break, clear retest, and price is just kind of growing or grinding lower, but we're coming to a stop here. And I will show you why I thought this was a good setup. I still think it's a good setup. We have some significant pound news coming out though, and which is, you know, obviously if it goes in our favor, it's gonna be awesome because it'll be like automatic 100 pips. But if if you're in this trade and you want to play it safe, I would recommend just maybe cutting, think about closing an entry if you can, or anywhere close to it, which I think we're about to. Yeah, we're approaching this area right now, which is good. So if we can clear this line, support and resistance, and so you can see people have had some questions lately about these fractals too, and they just make it super easy, especially on an iPad, to use these fractal spots to be able to locate where these quadrants intersect. So if we can break that little area right there and break out above, oh man, so this is going to turn into a great trade. So here we are, right? We had our breakdown, one touch, and a second touch. Now I have a Fibonacci chart from this low to the high up here, right? And you may be asking yourself, well, why do I have this? Why did I choose that area? So we can see I have a blue horizontal line. The way I like to draw my charts is by using blue lines for support and resistance and red lines for trend lines. Whatever color scheme you guys like, it's cool, and girls. But you can see here is a big level of support. We had this level break, and then all out breakdown here. As a result of Brexit, and grinding higher, we had some activity back at this level. So we broke out, retested it. So that tells me that this is a serious level right here. What's it look like on the daily? Boom, look at that. So touch, touch, touch. We have our fractals going right across the center there. So super significant area. So that's going to be the bottom of our fib chart. And we're going to do the bottom. And here's our top right here. Okay, so from that low to that high, this was the major support and resistance that we've already identified, and boom, look where we are. What lines up perfectly with that? One of the most, what's called the golden fib ratio, because if it hits that, that's kind of like has a target on it, right? And so we can see here we'd already hit that golden fib, and look at the bounce we got from it. And so here we are again, one bottom, double bottom. And what our hope is, as long as this Sterling and GBP UK news doesn't foil our plans, is a move back to this 23.6, which would be an excellent trade. But the consolidation is here. The divergence is here as well. And we're just kind of hanging out right now. Markets I think we're gonna get a rally in the pound during London session before this upcoming news event, and I hope so. And then we can move our stop loss to break even, and then whatever happens happens. And that's the magic of being able to do that. So yeah, and that being said, let's take a look at. JPY got strong. I wanted to look at Euro AUD. Where are you at? Dude, where is it? There it is. And we're back above this triangle here. We got stopped out, right? It happens. It's trading, and but we re-entered at a better entry spot. and now we're back out at break even. So we're able to re-enter here, hit the 20 pips, and now we're still pushing through this. What's going on here is we're at this level of resistance, and this is another super significant level. Honestly, we'll probably re-enter this trade. Look at this, look at that rejection. Look at this area as a level of support. So this is pretty major stuff. Now, if we break through, if we break this level, oh man, we got some upside, big time, coming up. You know what? Oh, I wanted to go back to DJ because I wanted to show you that reminded me a confluence here. I'm giving away a bunch of solid value here, but check this out. So we have this Fibonacci from this low or from this level of support to this high. Now let's make a more long-term, see what this looks like from the lowest low here to this high. See, where are we doing? And what do we got? You see the 61.8. 61.8 is here. The 23.6 is here. So we have a confluence of different Fibonacci zones, and that's just going to make this level of support stronger, right? When you have a confluence of trend lines, when you have a confluence of support and resistance, then you're going to have more strength for price to bounce off of in the market, right? And so now here we are. Here's the 23.6 on this smaller fib chart. Here's 23.6 on this larger fib chart. Here's 61.8 on the smaller. These two match up, and so it's like a net, right? And that is what is supporting our price action right now. Damn. That's why I like this trade, right? So when you have multiple things meeting up here, we have this double bottom, we have these Fibonacci levels, we have on the hourly, we have some divergence going on here. It just has bounce written all over it. So you know, a good targets is it's a 40 pip target for especially the intraday traders out there. If you're looking for 30, 20, 30, 40 pip trades, I mean, that's what I'm looking for. That's my style of trading, and smaller, especially when I'm scalping. I'm looking for this is a take profit zone. And so let's go back to Euro AUD. And the big thing here is sorry, I'm looking to see if anything connects. I'm looking at this divergence. That kind of looks like, you know, one of those no smoking. All right, I'm just being silly now, but you know, the circle with the thing through it. It's late, man. It's late. So yeah, this relative strength is weakening. It's going down. So that means the relative strength of what's measuring this currency pair is declining, while this price action is still moving upwards, right? So basically, this is running out of gas. It's a good way to think about that. So move lower is definitely very probable. But if we look at this on the 4 hour or even the daily, you know, we're just breaking into a bullish territory on the daily. If this were going to be a swing trade, and I was just looking at the daily chart here, I would be 100% bullish for sure. And thinking of this more as a breakout, to be honest. But that's the difference between a daily chart and an hourly chart. 4 hours are good in between. I like the 4 hour a lot. And because when you see things like divergence, when you see things being overbought, it gives it a lot more weight, right? Especially when you're using indicators. Don't use an indicator on a 15-minute chart or 30-minute chart. It's just not going to be very accurate for a long-term trade. It may, if you see divergence works on RSI on a 15-minute, on a 5-minute, but it's going to work to signify maybe a 5-pip drop or something. So yeah, so the market, it's been super ranging for sure, and we had the dollar caught some crazy strength today, and man, you know, after last week and the Federal Reserve Bank saying that, you know, there's not going to be any rate hikes in the foreseeable future this year for the dollar and for the United States, man, I'm surprised about this newfound strength in the dollar. I don't know if it's going to last. We'll see. I will be watching this pound UK news, and hopefully we can clear some more take profits. And this is my game plan, so we don't have anything to lose by the time the news. Anything to lose by the news? I'm telling you, dude, it's late. It's only 10:30, but it's been a long day. It's been a great day, and I am thankful for the day. I'm thankful for all you followers and traders and people that want to hear me talk about this stuff. You know, I love it. I love it, and the reason I love it is because I think about what I would do without it, right? And I think about when I did construction work. I guess that's what I'd be doing, or I just never felt fulfilled, right? And I you know, I'm not a pro athlete, I'm not a doctor, but trading is the thing that you know, can and will and take me into levels in my life. I think that's the beauty of it, that there is no ceiling on it. There's no ceiling whatsoever. There's only one condition, and you got to practice. I don't know how else to put it. I keep saying this more and more because I'm doing it, right? And if I'm doing it every day, I do it every day because I want to be better and I want to be the best. I want to get in the market and compete and make money. And if that's your intention, and if you made it all the way through this video and watched all 10 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever it is, most people don't have that attention span. If you made it to the end, that might mean you give a shit enough to put in the time to really be like, just decide for yourself, is this the right thing for me? And am I willing to actually put in the work? And if you are, get on the journey with me, man, because I'm doing it, right? So that being said, if you're not, and if you just want to just kill some time or have a little fun, that's cool too, man, for sure. So whatever floats your boat, but hop on the boat with the people that are crushing it, and I want to be on that boat. And it just takes some hard ass work, man. But you know, I figure what else am I gonna do, right? We got one shot at this thing called life. So that's enough preaching. But thanks a lot, and I will see y'all in the chat room. And if you dug this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. We just hit 1,000 subscribers, which is awesome. Haven't done any ads or anything like that on YouTube, and it's all organic subscribers and all that good stuff. So thanks for watching. I will see y'all in the chat room. All right, everybody. Let's have a great end of the week.